War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, our ancestors have found ways to communicate with one another. What started as simple grunts turned to words, then phrases, then whole ideas. But today, we're going to dive into the art of a good story. You've heard the story of humanity's rise, prosperity, decadence, and then fall from the Fallout franchise. But today, we're here to tell you a story that we guarantee you've never heard before. Welcome to Atomic Tabletop. Hello guys, and welcome to Atomic Tabletop. We are the podcast aside from a podcast. We are here to play some Fallout D&D today. How's everybody doing?
Excited. Ecstatic.
Yes, very excited.
I'm very tired.
He's very tired.
So we are going to be playing a system that is kind of like codenamed Fallout D20. It is a system that I made, kind of converting Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition into a Fallout setting, kind of tweaking some of the rules to fit better around the Fallout universe. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Not at this time.
Nope.
All right. In that case, we're gonna get some started. Gonna get the mood going. So, episode 1, I'm thinking we're going to be calling it, like, On the Road Again, or maybe Off the Road Again. Haven't really decided yet. But we...
You have a name for it? We haven't even played it yet?
I mean, I've got grand ideas. Big plans.
Okay.
Just, like, back in the saddle. We start on a dusty road. You are coming from the west. You've just exited this cavernous, winding rock formation that you guys know as Radaroach Cave. You are with a group. Each of you are with a group of humans and ghouls and mutants alike, and you're sharing a set of like carts and Brahmin. I would like everyone to describe with a word picture how they look. We'll start with Dr. Steinman.
So you see a long, dirty lab coat, a mid-30s looking man with a giant bushy gray mustache and like short, long hair with a fedora that's like battered and brown. You see long bandages wrapped completely around his fingers and hands, and some that's around his neck and some that go across his face, but not too much.
Gabriel?
So, I am a, like, mid-20s, dude with a long black beard, shaved head, and I'm wearing, like, tattered rags. No armor, just like tattered rags, if you know, like, kind of like Child of Adam decor, if you will. I have a hood, and that is about it. I am fairly built, and my teeth are permanently stained red.
Ooh. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Ghoulman.
Hello. My name's Ron Goulman, attorney at law. I'm, probably say about 5'10", 5'9" on a bad day. I, seem to be the only person since the bombs have dropped that remembers what any sort of culture is. I'm the only person who understands how a well-tailored suit fits a man and how it travels just as much as he does. I try to keep my shoes as clean as possible to keep up with the entire look. And I I like to make sure that my hair and my mustache are always in order.
We're also joined with a super mutant that is hunched over, seemingly napping, and a couple other stray humans that are just on the cart. The cart is piloted by a scrawny-looking man with a straw hat, and he's got reins that are tied up to a strong set of Brahmin. He looks back at you guys and says, "The mills are only about 20 minutes away, fellas."
Question?
Yes.
What is our motivation at this point?
Your motivation for being here is totally up to you, but
Okay.
the only prerequisite is that you wanted to go to the capital Wasteland for some reason.
Okay. What year is it?
It is 2277.
Is the sun out?
It is.
Okay.
It is about I'd say like maybe a little bit after midday, like maybe 2 in the afternoon.
So, can I get a late lunch, or what are we talking?
You can get a late lunch.
All right, cool. Cool.
And he
I'm reading.
What's your fella's business in the capital?
Well, I guess you could say that I'm returning from a spiritual journey of sorts. I was led by some being out here, to which I found this book that I've been reading ever since I found it. I'm not very good at reading, but I've been reading what I can, and it's life-changing.
And the good doctor, if you could be so kind and refresh me on why we needed to get here, at least on your end.
Well, I looking for somebody. I found a note that they had a meeting here, so I came from Boston it was called, but yes, I came from that way.
Alrighty. Excuse me, driver.
What's the driver's name?
it is Edward.
Edward, how much longer till we get to the capital wasteland?
I mean, we're technically in the capital Wasteland, but our destination is only about 20 minutes out. I did just say that. I mean,
And what exactly is
did
our
your ears
destination?
go rotten ever since the bombs went boom?
I was deep in my book. Where did you say exactly we were going? Specifically?
Well, our first stop is Evergreen Mills. That is where we're dropping.
Alrighty.
And how about yourself, Ron? Where are you headed?
The East Coast, to put it bluntly. Which I know is kind of, vague and mysterious. But, I need to just address some things here. I need to see what all of this looks like. I spent a long time out west and even to parts of what was once Canada. for a while.
NCR beaches didn't do it for you, Mr. Goulman?
I'm sorry?
Did the NCR beaches not do it for you?
No, the NCR is fine. Some of it's nice when you're not paying out the nose for some clean water. You go in, you pay. Oh, let me get a clean water for what is it? 6 caps. All right, here's 6 caps, and you got to pay an NCR water fee, a water tax.
I usually just sit from the Brahmin puddles.
And that's why your teeth look the way they do.
I'm sorry, continue.
Oh no, the NCR's fine. It's not for me.
So, a short while later, you see the super mutant hop off the back with his sack and kind of go in a different direction. and it leaves a heavy like counterbalance in the cart that shakes everything. And Edward goes, "Whoa, Nelly!"
What kind of a cart is this?
A wooden cart.
Is this like a "oh good, you're finally up" type of cart?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay, cool.
You think I wasn't going to like Skyrim you a little bit?
I was kind of surprised when you weren't like, you all wake up and someone's like, "Oh look, you're up."
Caught you crossing the border. No, you guys did not get caught crossing the border. You were way more stealthy about that.
Cool.
So the super mutant hops off and goes on trudging his own way. About 10 minutes later, you find yourself approaching this huge steely structure. And it has an assortment of other like metal buildings surrounding it. So you approach Evergreen Mills. You see the metal shacks kind of dotting around this industrial-looking building, and there are these huge train cars that are just like stationary on tracks. You see men and women with guns just patrolling the area, seemingly like on patrol.
Mm-hmm.
And there doesn't seem to be any hostile intent as you approach.
All right. As we approach, I wanna ask the group something quick.
All right, fellas, I know we're not super acquainted yet, but I have a question for you. These look like some bad men. If shit goes south, what's everybody good at?
Well, healing yous up is my specialty.
I
Though
see.
it is not my lifestyle anymore, I used to be, a raider, so I have an affinity for disemboweling people. Up close combat, if you will.
Christ, with a smile he says it. Alrighty. Let's just see where this takes us.
Do these men actually look like raiders?
Oh, by every stretch of the definition.
Is
These are
there
some
a
rude dudes.
female walking around with a missile brazier?
It's not out of the imagination. That's not a
Okay.
stretch to assume.
That's like the number one thing I think of when I think of Fallout 3 Raiders is missile bra with a mohawk.
Yeah, I know the exact model that you're talking about too.
Yeah.
So it looks grayer here, doesn't it? I mean, from where I'm at, it's a little more colorful, but it sure is gray here.
Yeah, it is, fairly dark, I guess. A haze, if you will.
I always considered it pretty green.
Who's asking you to talk?
I did.
Drive. That's what we paid you for.
Well, okay. And you get brought to the center of the mills. You disembark your caravan right in front of this ginormous metal circular cage.
Okay.
And you are greeted by two men with guns, and they say, "Welcome to Evergreen Mills. Don't do anything or we'll shoot you dead. Be on your way." Oh, and if you want light refreshments, inside the bazaar, you can get some of those there. Just don't touch anything. And they kind of go on their way.
Are we stopping here? Just...
This is where I'm letting you guys go. See you later, bye.
And he takes off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if my... This... I believe I've heard of this place, but I'm trying to get to Megaton. I don't know where you gentlemen are trying to get to.
That's a settlement, I presume.
Yes, it is actually where I originally found myself. I came from up north, and traveled south until I hit this settlement known as Megaton, where I met Confessor Cromwell, right?
Okay.
And he nurtured me to health, got me sober, if you will, and that was when I drank some irradiated water and found myself all the way out here.
Hmm.
But if my calculations are correct, I believe we have to head east of here, which should be that way.
So, as you guys are just conversing, you see a couple of the raiders are starting to harass some of the other people that were in your cart and in the cart behind you guys. This guy's like, "You look real nice and juicy, little lady. Why don't you come inside and treat old Poppy to a night of pleasure?"
Yeah, I'm ignoring this.
And she's like, "Back off, idiot." And kind of like pushes him, and he's like, "Ooh, she's a feisty one. She's gonna put up a fight, isn't she?"
I'd like to approach this raider.
I
Sure.
also approach.
Excuse me, sir.
"What do
Is
you
there a
want?"
problem here?
"I'm just making friends."
Believe me, this is not the type of caravan that you want to be messing with. There are some real degenerates in this group that you may not be aware that you're getting in over your head here.
"Degenerates? You mean the toasted guy over there?"
Do I hear this?
Yes, of course.
Alrighty, this looks like now it's my business all of a sudden. You ever see that robot chicken, Little Hitler?
Yeah.
And it's like Germany and Japan and like everybody else are fighting, and America's like, I'm not dealing with this. And then all of a sudden, Japan like dumps a drink on the USA's desk, and he's like, now I'm dealing with this.
Basically that, yeah.
Yeah. Can I help you, buddy? Is there anything that you really feel like you need to be doing here?
"Can I help you? I'm just here trying to make friends, and you guys are coming over here and yelling at me."
You know, in the
I can't have
200
it.
Plus years I've been alive, there's one thing that's been apparent forever, and it's that greasy schmucks like yourselves are always puss hounds. Get over it, dude.
Puss hounds. "I'm a good
what did-
Christian boy. I only do it in the back."
What does this raider look like?
And like you see that the woman is just like completely like disgusted by this. She's actually going to she's gonna throw a right hook and punch him in the fucking mouth.
Mm.
And he spits out a tooth on the ground and like looks back at her. "Oh, you've done it now,
Can I
bitch."
pick this tooth up?
"Oh yeah."
Okay, I want the tooth. I have the tooth.
All right, you can put that in your inventory. You can put a raider tooth.
All right.
Are you gonna collect them? Are you gonna make a sculpture?
I might do something with them. Out of game question, since I can't get my Adobe Reader to work, can I just write it on a note card?
Oh yeah, you can completely take paper notes. I do not give two shits.
Okay.
If you want to print out the character sheets and do it like that, I even recommend that. So you pick up the tooth, and
What is the raider doing now?
he reaches to his side to grab a machete that is strapped. He's strapped in.
Ooh, fella, that doesn't look good. I would get that checked out as soon as possible. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
"My machete?"
No, your tooth. I can see a lot of bleeding.
He
Might be infected.
he's going to try to spit at you. Gonna spit
Okay.
bloody spit at you. Can I have a agility throw, saving throw? If you want to try to dodge it, or I don't know if you want to take it.
I'll dodge it.
Yeah.
You'll dodge it. So for the folks at home, we have this beautiful bot that does rolls for us, so you'll be able to see in real time how bad these jokers mess up.
Yep, that's a 2.
That's a 2.
Oh.
Yep.
That is beautiful. So, Fun fact, he rolled a 3 to spit in your face.
Oh.
So yeah, you just get bloody spit, like, all up in your grill.
No, that's not really necessary, pal. Why don't we calm down?
I'll tell you what's necessary. And he does draw his machete.
Can I ask a question about this game? So, can me and a fellow companion work together to do an intimidation?
Sure. Yeah, whoever's leading it would be the one making the roll. And depending on how well the helper does, it could lead to advantage on the check.
So then I want to look at Mr. Ghoulman, and then look back at the raider. Listen here, you motherfucker. I'm trying to be nice to you, and my fists clench.
Okay, I'd say
But
that's...
believe me when I say, you are getting in way over your fucking head. Now quit it before you fucking lose it.
That's definitely an intimidation check.
I rolls the d20s.
Yes.
As he's doing that, I want to place my hand on his shoulder,
Sure.
and I want to, I guess, in a sense, cast inspiration.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can use your inspiring presence.
Yeah.
So am I rolling a d20 plus anything, or just roll a d20?
It's plus your inspiration modifier. Or your intimidation modifier.
It's actually anyone
Alright.
within a 60-foot range gets a d6 roll to add to any roll. And it lasts up for 10 minutes, and I get to use that 1 plus my charisma modifier for long rest.
Damn.
Yeah, your boy got a 21.
Hot fuck. Well, you're also inspired for 10 minutes, so run
Yeah.
with it.
So you'll have that inspiration die still around. And he's like, he kind of eyes you guys up and says, I know when to back out of a fight that I probably can't win. And you've got that blood-stained teeth. I'm sure you would rip my throat right out if you had the chance. I know my kind from a mile away. And he sheaths his machete and walks away.
I give him a week before he dies from some sort of disease out in this wasteland.
Damn.
I'm still really pissed.
Yeah, I mean, there's blood all over Dr. Steinman's face.
I turn away from the group. I take off my mustache and I wipe my face and put my mustache back on.
Okay, I love that. Is it just like Mr. Potato Head, just like boop?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Guys, I don't think we should hang around here much longer.
I agree.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I agree, but the caravan left us here, right?
Yes.
Show of hands. How many people have been this far out of the city of DC?
I raised my hand.
Where have you been?
Well, I was in Megaton, and I journeyed west.
How far? We're going to Megaton?
Well, it's the only real safe place that I know around here.
Do you know how to get there?
Yes, absolutely. It is just east of here.
What if we hired 2 or 3 guys to come with us as protection?
That sounds like a good idea.
Think about it like this. It's win-win, right? We hire them. Let's just say they die out there. We loot their bodies and we get the money back. If we get there and we live and so do they, then at least we were safe.
Our survival rate does go up more when we have more people.
Just an idea. I don't know how much caps you guys have on you. I don't know what the plan is. Just an idea.
I like your leadership style, Mr. Goldman.
Maybe we should hire that guy that just spit in my face.
Let's not do that. I feel like
Yeah,
that
fuck
guy's
that
gonna
guy.
be. Yes, fuck him indeed. But I feel like he's gonna be the guy who's like, oh shit went south. They can handle it themselves. I already have their money.
Or we could take him with us, and then we don't have any care in the world when he does die.
Well, he's kind of pieced out, so. But
I say-
you were given directions to the bazaar after disembarking the caravan, so.
Mr. Goldman, you seem to be a pretty charismatic fellow. Why don't you address Why don't you address the caravan crew and see if anybody wants to come with us to Megaton?
The caravan that's still here with the woman,
Yeah, that we came on,
and the one that we showed up in.
and then one that we showed up in.
All right.
Excuse me, madam. Hi, my name's Ron Goldman, attorney at law. How are you doing?
I mean, wish I would have had some gauntlets or something. Think I might have broke a knuckle.
You deal with that type of shit a lot?
Yeah, gets old. At this point, I just start punching.
That's what your preferred method is?
Absolutely.
Your
There's
name,
nothing.
madam, I'm sorry.
Nothing. Oh, sorry. My apologies. My name's Priscilla.
Okay. So you punch? That's your thing?
Oh, I punch. There's nothing quite as satisfying as landing right square on the jaw.
I had a friend many, many moons ago who, kind of the same mentality. Not the same region of the body, though.
Everyone has their own style, I suppose.
He was... I wonder what he's doing. I miss him. But anyway, we're heading to Megaton. I don't know if you know where that is.
I'm kind of on the run, so I really don't have a destination.
On the run from what?
It's not really of your concern. No offense.
I want to look at her with a smile, and kind of adjust my tie and lean in and say,
On the run from what?
Are you doing this intimidatingly?
I think I am.
Alright, then I'm gonna have you roll intimidation.
Alright.
If you guys could please try to add in your modifier when you're typing in the roll, so that way the folks at home know what's up.
do I have to do space, or it's one,
Um,
like a d20 plus my modifier?
yeah, you can do like space plus space modifier, or you can just not. Oh!
First roll's a
boy.
20, fellas!
He's back.
Man, yeah, he's back in the saddle. All right, so
That good Ghoulman energy, hot damn!
she looks at you and says, "I mean, you did stick your neck out for me, so guess I could reward you the favor. I killed the mayor of a settlement that was selling his own people to slavers."
It's this.
I want to take out a little. Oh, I gotta eat the book. Hold on a second. I want to pull out. I keep a little in my breast pocket. I keep a little notebook and a pen. I want to write down.
What was the name of the settlement?
The name of the settlement was Whisperwood.
Did that man have a name?
I mean, I guess we should have seen it coming with a name like Mayor Naughty.
That sounds like an awful name.
Yeah, we're pretty sure it was a nickname, but either way, he's 6 feet under.
Cool.
Bastard.
And where exactly is this?
A little bit west.
Alright.
Maybe like 3 days travel. It's just beyond the Radroach Canyon.
Alrighty. So, you want to ride with us?
Guess I could repay your kindness.
Beautiful.
I mean, I'm gonna need to stock up on supplies before I go, though.
Absolutely. I have a feeling we're being drawn in that direction anyway.
Hey.
From one DM to another.
I look on the ground for like a small twig.
Sure.
I pick it up. I rip some bandage off, and I would like to splinter her finger.
Oh, you make a little splint?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a medicine check, but it's not gonna be that bad.
Kyle, I know you're gonna put it in thing, but can I ask what's your medicine mod?
My mod for medicine,
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, you automatically pass. The DC's like a 5 on this.
Really?
Yeah. It's a
Beautiful.
splint. Like any fucking idiot can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just easily you splinter up with some like loose twine and or you said bandage, and you get her all set.
Oh, yeah. Plus, I have healer, which I could do that.
Yeah, you
With
could
a
just
broken bone.
you could just do that.
Yep.
And she's like, much appreciated, Doc.
Yep, no problem.
So, what are y'all up to?
Well, I guess I'm gonna approach the rest of the crew that is surrounding this woman.
It was only one other man.
Oh,
The rest of the people kind of already scattered and went along with their business.
alright.
Can I add a game quick? I'm sorry.
Sure.
I think I might take Lady Killer.
That makes a
that
lot of
work?
sense. Yeah.
Because
So-
I get a
For the folks at home, we're coming in at level 3 because level 1s are squishy and suck, and I like to throw some action real quick. So, there are some perks that come along with it. I converted every perk from Fallout 4, in addition to some other new ones, and subbed them out into a 5e-like system. So, there's a lot to pick from, and I just want to put that out there, that we're starting at level 3.
with that being said, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
I have a 10 charisma, which gives me a +5, and it's something that I'm proficient in. My proficiency bonus is a +2, so anything charisma based automatically becomes a +7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, no. Oh, yes. Okay. So,
Well, not everything, but whatever
everything.
skills you have selected, yes.
Yes.
So then I'm also. Oh, I don't think I updated this because I took something else that I have to look into, Declan.
Sure.
What I'm getting at though is my speech is a +7, my barter is a +7, my intimidation is a +7, but with a perk like Lady Killer, this is whenever you interact with the opposite gender or a chosen gender if genderless, I get a +3 to my charisma-based skills, being barter, intimidation, and speech, and I get advantage on charisma saving throws against the opposite gender. So I go from a 7 to an 8, 9, 10.
Wowie.
Yeah, so I'm taking Lady Killer. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. So
I can roll as a I'm
you
sorry,
mean
what was
11
I
plus
rolled?
1?
11 plus 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was
Censor-
gonna
censor-
say, whoa. Censor
Censor
that.
that out. Yeah,
Yeah.
censor that
Bleep
out. I
it.
don't, yeah.
Because we don't fuck with. So you make your way towards the bazaar then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So as you enter this, as you curve around this cage in the center of the campus, you hear this low grunting, like guttural, like. And
Question.
yes,
Do I know what that is?
I mean it's not entirely sealed, or it's sealed, but it's not entirely obscured. So you can easily just look in and see that there is a behemoth being kept inside this electrified cage.
Gotcha. Oh,
And
lovely.
it's quite clear for everyone.
Ooh, what is that thing?
I believe they are called behemoths.
That's a
Fascinating.
big ass mutant.
I want to ride it. How do I ride it? Can we get this thing a saddle? Some reins?
Mr. Ghoulman, I don't think that's the type of beast you ride.
No, I need.
That's the kind of beast that rides you.
No. I need to find a way to get me one of these things.
And Priscilla chuckles.
I roll my eyes.
Laugh now.
Oh jeez, is this gonna be like your B plot to get a fucking saddle on this thing?
I have many different alphabet ideas.
Your alphabetical plot ideas.
I know what I want to do. I know what my plans are.
You know what you did. Know what you're gonna
I
do.
was gonna say it.
So you enter the main building of Evergreen Mills, and this place is just, to put it bluntly, it's a shithole. The place is crumbling. It's disgusting, and immediately into your left, you see that the floor is caved in to a cave, and there's a terribly written sign that says Baza.
Baza?
Yeah,
Like instead of bizarre?
yeah,
Did they write it like they went to public school?
yes.
All right, just got to make sure we hit the quota of how many times we say per episode.
Yep. So that is the way to the bazaar.
Cool.
How many of you guys have explored this area in Fallout 3?
Yes. It's been a
Probably.
while, but I have, yeah.
It's been a while, but yeah, I have as well.
It's been a while.
As I was doing research for this episode, I realized I never went inside here.
Really?
Yeah.
It's where the terrible shotgun is.
Yeah, I know. As you enter the bazaar, the baza, this cavern kind of opens up into this main concord where you see a bar, and you see these giant like foam dice that are hanging from a stalactite, and you see. Oh, I'm gonna post a picture for the folks at home. So it's this big, massive cavern. You see this bar. You see the foam dice. And these stalactites, it kind of, as you walk, it echoes as the gravel shifts around, and it reeks of piss.
It's been a long time since I've been in here.
Yeah, like I said, I've never been in here.
Wow.
You hear some
Like how much piss?
like
Everywhere piss?
like an NYC subway.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Piss everywhere.
piss everywhere. But you hear some music echo through the chamber from a radio that's kind of far off.
Okay.
And Priscilla looks around. She says, "I don't know about you folks, but I need a drink."
I don't drink. However, I will see if they have some Nuka-Cola, maybe.
It works. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever wets your whistle.
I too will accompany you at the bar.
So she rolls up and says, "Give me a. I'm feeling bougie. Give me a quantum bomb." And the bartender looks at her and says, "A what?" And you see that the bartender turns around and it is a ghoul man, not to be confused with Ron Ghoulman, but it is a ghoulish man that is just kind of like hunched over, like he's been like hunched over for like 80 years. His back is like an arch.
Oh, I have a coworker like that.
How old
I know
is
exactly.
I don't know. Ask
She
him.
is probably like 70.
he? Wow.
And she like picks up like whole tables. Anyways, it's crazy.
How does the interaction between Priscilla and the school kind of go? Like how does he interact with her?
He's like, "A what?" A quantum bomb. Come on, you take some rum and you put it in a shot of Nuka and you shake it up until it starts to bubble. Never made one? We're more of like a drink from the bottle kind of bar. Do you have like any quantum? And he looks at her. And yeah, for a price. Just make it. Just make it.
Do it! Do it now!
Yeah. And he turns around and he makes the quantum bomb and gives it to her and says, "That'll be 12 caps." And she looks at him. 12 caps? Are you serious?
Now, what's your name, sir?
They call me Toad.
Toad?
I want to see how he reacts to this.
Yeah.
I want to put my hand out.
Just like, as in like a gesture of a handshake?
Yeah, but I want to see if he either A, remembers this because he's a ghoul, if he remembers this from the before, or what he like how he interprets this kind of hand being extended to him. I'm not like aggressively like American Psycho shake my hand. It's a very casual like put my hand out. I want to see how he reacts.
Honestly, how he reacts is he turns his hand up in a cup as if to receive money that you're about to put in his hand. Very presumptuous.
No, pal, don't you think that's,
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Let me track that back.
okay then? Well, don't you think that's a little much? 12 caps? Really?
It was a custom order.
You
What?
can't, the lady's a first-time customer. The first one's supposed to be free. And I understand it's a business, you gotta make a profit, but you don't think you could shave a couple dollars off? I mean, who are you working for? Do you own the bar, or does the boss own the bar? Who's really
boss.
making the big bucks?
The boss is the owner of the bar.
So what's it matter to you if you give somebody a discount?
Because if
Should I be rolling anything?
not yet.
Okay.
You're not really. You haven't like hit like a dialogue option yet.
Okay.
And he says, last time I gave away a drink at a discount, he took a finger. And you look down, and he only has 9 fingers. He
I
says
see.
that it was as if I stole from him.
Do you smoke, pal?
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
But of course.
I want to take out a gray tortoise cigarette for myself and one for my ghoulish friend here,
Sure.
and give him a light. I'm gonna. Does this give me any sort of addition to my stats?
It might aid you in charisma.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like a thing.
Vince, let me know when you light the cigarette.
Oh, it's lit. Hey.
It's lit. Hey. In a previous version, folks at home behind the counter here, in a previous version, whenever you smoke or drank, you would get a +1 to your charisma. Adjusting that a little bit, and it's going to be based on the impression of the person you're interacting with. So, for example, if you're with someone that's like maybe a kid, they're not going to like cigarettes. And if you're with an alcoholic, they might really like the fact that you're giving them free whiskey.
The kid's not gonna like cigarettes?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
it's a person by person basis.
Okay.
It's gonna-
Okay, I was curious.
It's more of like I think I'm gonna call it like the impression system.
Okay.
So
Are you
your actions kind of have an impression.
So, I know this really doesn't pertain to the game, but it's just like a meta question.
Sure.
Is it like based on a roll type thing? Like, oh, I'll roll a d4, and if it's a positive, it's an impression. If it's a negative, it's a bad impression.
It's more of a static property,
Which means
each person is predispositioned to feel a certain way about it.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to leave that in. I was just curious. It's just
No, I'm fine talking about the game. I mean, I love talking about making games. So
so
That's
I'm
just
gonna
as
give him a
important.
cigarette. I'm gonna have this cigarette. And I'm gonna go look.
Where are you from originally?
Washington D.C.
What, how do you feel about the real estate now?
Property value's gone down. He does kind of like chuckle, like he's having an old conversation.
What do you miss the most?
What do I miss the most?
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Really? God,
Really?
it's been over 200 years and I haven't had ice cream.
I mean, you couldn't find
Holy shit.
a way to keep it cold enough for long enough.
You remember ice?
I didn't even think about ice.
my
I'm just so
God.
used to this warm piss.
I miss bagels. I used to
Oh,
leave
this-
my brownstone and
the city water.
oh my god.
I would visit my auntie in the city. She'd always get us bagels.
God.
How does I'm just gonna kind of let this conversation fly, keep going.
You have the impression that you left a good impression.
All right, I'm gonna go and
So, do you remember your real name, Toad?
Jonathan.
All right, Johnny.
It was too many syllables for them around here.
Oh, God. Remember combing your hair?
I still
Washing your
try.
hair out?
I still try. And you look on his head, and he's got like the smallest little tuft.
sorry, I didn't make this like apparent when I described myself.
Mhm.
Ron has like a wig, but it's very obvious that like he wants to keep it in as pristine condition as possible,
Yeah.
and he acts like it's like real hair. And his
It's
mustache
a
and
symbol.
shit.
It's a symbol to him.
Yeah, to him it's very symbolic of the old world.
Yeah.
All right, John. It's good talking to you, pal. If you need anything, let me know. I'm gonna walk around. Is there anything I should check out while we're here?
I mean, Smiling Jack has some good deals usually. Usually takes weapons off dead bodies and shit.
How long have you been bartending?
Has to be 50, 60 years.
Did you do it in the before or no?
Nah, it's just something I picked up. I was actually a guitar player, an entertainer.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to lean in close to him.
I'll be completely honest with you, John. We're trying to get to Megaton, and I think we're trying to set something up. I like you. You seem like a guy who understands business and understands what's going on. And I like that even though I tried to get you to undercut the boss a little bit, you said no. It proves you have integrity. You're welcome at my table, if you know what I mean.
That's awfully hasty for someone you just met. You really trust me like that?
Look, I know that it seems presumptuous really quick. We just met. Things are moving kind of quickly. But I know you're kind.
Yeah, what do you mean you're kind?
Exactly, that kind. That kind right there. That old world. I know that. And I might send out a letter or something here for you in a few months. I just want you to remember old Ron Goulman.
I mean, I haven't had a conversation this good in 25 years.
I've enjoyed it just as much as you have, my good man.
And I want to slide him like 4 or 5 caps. And I'm just going to kind of pat the table or the bar as I do it. And I'm going to look at Priscilla and be like,
You take your time, sweetheart. I'm going to look around.
just kind of mosey so
yeah.
other people can play as well.
She finishes her drink immediately. But she does sit there and just kind of like, you see her like lean back and just like chills. Jonathan seemed to really enjoy what you've done there.
Cool.
Like you've really enriched someone's life.
Cool.
Other attractions include the whorehouse.
Ooh, it's my 3rd favorite type of house.
Yeah, what are the first 2?
Slaughter.
Okay.
And bouncy.
Okay. All right. I can roll with this.
Not in that order. Not in that order. But
Jesus.
I like Brick House. That's pretty good.
I mean, I'm partial to out. All right. But yeah, there's a place where you can go to get sexual favors. There is a kind of shop that you know is run by Smiling Jack. And there's a little like dining area, like it's kind of like near the bar where there's just a couple people just chilling and eating, drinking.
I'd like to go to the weapons connoisseur.
Sure. There's only like one like real shop, so that'd be Smiling Jack's.
I'll go with
Alright.
you.
The Smiling Jacks. Alright. I want to approach him. What's he
Yeah.
look like?
I will pop a photo in the thing. He's just this dirty wastelander with a big handlebar mustache. He's got these like giant, he's got these like giant goggles that hang around his neck, and you see behind his back is a gun, just like strapped.
Excuse me, my good man.
Yo,
And
nice
by the way,
flash.
may I just say, you've got a nice mustache.
Much appreciated.
Now, am I to understand that you deal in weapons trading?
I deal in whatever I can pull off people's bodies.
I see.
Also, disclaimer, I've got like 5 voices, so you either get the gravelly one, the one that's kind of suave, the one that sounds like a cokehead, and 2 versions of woman.
Wait, what's the cokehead one?
That was the one that was outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's kind of the suave one.
It's okay. Fallout's usually only got like 5 voices anyways.
Yeah, Skyrim only had 2.
Who? Skyrim?
Yeah, Skyrim had 2 voice actors. One for guys, one for gals.
I don't think that's entirely true.
Yeah, I know, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oblivion
Anyways.
had like 12. It was one for like every race, and that was it.
Yeah.
One male, one female for every race, and that was it.
Yeah. It was similar for
So-
Skyrim. Oh yeah, continue,
Mm.
Gabriel.
What kind of weapons do you have that would help me in unarmed combat? I'm trying to find something that I could use with my hands.
All right, let me see.
Something sharp,
Something sharp.
preferably.
He goes over to a table, opens up a drawer, and he says, "Sharp might not be what I got, but I do have something hard." And he pulls out these chains that seem to be like cut perfectly, so that when you could put your hands around them, kind of like a makeshift brass knuckles. I mean, this will definitely hurt more than your bones.
Can I inspect it?
Yeah, it's quite literally just some chain loops that were made to basically just fit around like the palm of your hand to your knuckles. And
So like iron knuckles, basically.
yeah, basically.
By inspecting them, can I tell how much damage they would do?
Not unless you were some kind of master weaponsmith,
Hmm.
but you can certainly try. Let's see. I need to open up the character sheet. This is going to be a. Let's say it's a melee or an unarmed check to be able to inspect these unarmed weapons.
An unarmed check?
Yep.
Alrighty then.
So you just roll plus your unarmed. Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. So a normal unarmed attack would probably do like your strength modifier's worth of damage. With this, you're probably gonna see that become a +1 or a +2. Depending on maybe like how well you hit, or like how durable these things might be.
Now, am I to understand these are like chains linked together? Like,
The
can
right
I, like-
set is not linked to the left set. They just make like perfect loops around your hand. Think of like a hair tie, like wrapped around your hand, but not a hair tie, it's chains.
how much for these chains, good sir?
How much of a fight did he put up? We'll call it 15 caps.
I'll tell you what. I am part of a business of sorts, and I would have to talk to my financial advisor before I could make this kind of a purchase. May I come back in just a moment?
I'm not going anywhere.
Alright, thank you, good sir. And what's your name?
Smiling Jack.
That's right, because that's the name of this store. Thank you, Smiling Jack. And I want to go to Ron Goldman.
Daddy, buy me a toy.
Basically, Mr. Goulman,
Yes.
I found by the weapons commissaire some chains that I think would help me in combat so I could be of better use to the group. The trouble is it's 15 caps. I have only 20, and you seem to be a pretty good with people. I noticed, with the way you're talking to that ghoul over there. I was wondering if you could maybe, and just like I'll nudge him with my elbow, like.
Declan, question.
Yes.
How much caps do I have?
Propose a fair number.
50.
I'll give you 50.
80.
No.
75.
I'll give you 65.
Alright, 50. I wasn't gonna do that. I just wanted to see what you would say. And I paid Jonathan. I paid him, so that's 45. How many caps, kid?
15, and I'm not a kid.
And you want to buy from Smiling Jack?
Yes.
All right, let's go talk to Jack.
I want to mosey on over quick.
Yeah, of course.
Am
As
I
you're
there?
moseying closer to the shop, You hear the music is coming from the brothel.
Jack, Smiling Jack, Mr. Jack, how do you prefer to go by, sir?
I prefer Smiling Jack, or just Jack.
I forgot to do this last time. I snapped my fingers and put my hand out and shake his hand.
He goes and, do you want to roll for a handshake?
Sure.
Yeah, just roll like a flat d20. We'll see how well this goes. He gives you floppy fish. He rolled a 4.
Alrighty, I hear you have some knuckle-fisted something or other for sale, my good man.
Yeah, I call them chain hands.
Well, how about these chain hands change hands? I'm willing to give you 8 tips.
But
You like that one?
That was really good.
that's
Nice.
pretty good.
I'm willing to give you 8.
Roll me a barter.
Sure. It's dash roll? Yeah.
Yeah. This is the good bot, not the bad one.
Where's my book? What's a 7?
Okay. He looks at you and says, Mr. What was it?
Goldman. Ron
Goldman.
Goldman. Attorney at law.
With all due respect, I'm trying to run a business here. The best I can do is 10.
I whisper to Mr. Goldman, I can pay 5 if you can pay 5.
That's not.
I want to look over to him.
That's not the point. 9.
Give me another barter.
Cool.
I see what's going on here.
We're playing the eBay game.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of that, I should check my eBay. Where'd I throw my phone?
He looks at you, and he says, I suppose they're not going to sell themselves.
Beautiful. How much do you have on you, Gabe?
20 total.
Alright, here's 5.
Thank you, Mr. Goldman.
Mr. Goldman owns a majority share in your cuffs.
Those cups belong to me. They're my grandfather's, and his grandfather's, and his grandfather before.
So,
Jesus.
Mr. Goldman gave me 5, so I spent 4.
Yes.
Gotcha. 16 caps left. So, what should I call these?
You can call them whatever you want. I call them chain hands for the sake of Smiling Jack. And it is a +1 weapon.
Declan, I hate you.
Yeah.
I can't stand you.
Why?
It's episode 1,
Yes.
and we're already shopping.
Yep. Not my fault. You guys wanted
Ugh.
to. I'm surprised
To be
we
fair,
got this
I mean-
far. I'm surprised we got this far without you bitching about it.
I just realized it now.
Were you too immersed in my beautiful word pictures?
I mean, alright, get off that fucking high horse there, bucko.
And also the pictures from the game.
Yeah.
Know what? I know what it is. You were just too excited to get back to the game that you're willing to put up with the punishment of shopping.
Yeah, I guess.
We did it twice already.
What's that?
Session 0, we went shopping.
Did we?
Yeah, you
Oh,
bought
yeah, we
medical
did.
supplies.
Yeah, we did.
I bought the shitty Trejo.
God damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about Shitty Trejo.
And we got our Rad Roach rations from that.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, continue.
If
the
if
purchase
that's
is
it, mosey on along.
Alright, thank you. Also, one quick question before I leave you, sir. Are you happy? Truly happy?
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you ever feel like you're like, there's just something missing from this world? Something that leaves you empty inside?
Are you trying to sell me food?
I'm trying to sell you something that is free, sir. And it is bountiful in nourishment and is never ending.
If you're gonna give me free food, just hand it over.
So all you want is food.
I mean, if it's free.
I do have something else that's free.
Well, then hand it over. Sorry, I was getting a bit ghoulish there.
Alright, give me just 1 second. I take open a book and turn to a random page. Say this after me, and you will find that your life is possibly changed for the better.
Yeah, I've got better things to do. And he tries to walk away.
Hold on.
Listen, I don't have time for the radiation cult things. I've got a business to run.
Now, who said I was part of a radiation cult?
I mean, look at you.
I look up and down at myself. Well, that's kind of stereotypical.
Stereotypes exist for a reason, bucko.
So you don't want what I have to offer?
Sorry.
Well, it is part of my... How do I word this? Part of my, higher power's belief that if one does not want the water, you cannot make them drink.
I mean,
Something about words.
I would like some water, but not any radioactive water. Do you have any water or not?
I'm afraid I do not, sir. However, I know where you can get water. That's really, really good. It's in Megaton.
Whatever you say so. Place is kind of a shithole. He says while living in this slum bucket.
Yeah, I just look around. I'm just like, okay, and I walk away.
It's like, whatever you say, Jack. There's other than that, you guys haven't visited the Hooer house. There's also the little seating area, and of course there's the bar and Jack's. You guys can move about the cabin.
I want to go to Mr. Goulman. Mr. Goulman, is there any reason that you find that we should be here any longer?
I think we should get a move on.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Hey, Goulman, weren't you looking to hire people to escort you to Megaton?
Who's this asking?
Priscilla.
Oh shit! I forgot. I got so wrapped up in that conversation with John. Yeah, I think we should.
Listen,
Wait,
I hit it off with these two at the seating area. Would you like me to introduce them?
Please.
So, this is, and this woman interrupts. Oh, pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name's Diana.
Hello, madam. My name's Ron Goulman.
And she extends her dainty hand.
I'm gonna... Oh, she extends her hand.
Yes.
I'm gonna shake her hand and say,
My name's Ron. Ron Goulman, attorney at law. Pleasure.
Oh, it's quite an honor to meet someone of a higher stature. And she says, "This is my traveling companion, Duke." And this guy's kind of like a little bit like grubby.
what do you mean grubby?
Like, he's just totally like a wastelander. Like, he's not trying to be like a stuck-up asshole.
You said grubby, and
He's
I
a
instantly
cock.
thought... is he?
is he a cuck?
You can't
I get
immediately tell
I
his
get that
cuck levels.
How is he smiling at me?
He's not smiling whatsoever.
Okay, so he doesn't have his mouth agape.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have
He doesn't have the soy.
he doesn't I was just about to say he doesn't reek of soy. But no, he's just like, Evening.
Go to shake
Oh.
his hand as well.
Duke, he's so talkative. So I hear you guys are trying to make your way to Megaton.
I hate to interrupt. I hate to interrupt, but I know the way to Megaton. We all understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
No, hold on. Add a game.
Yes.
I thought we should just get protection. We know how to get there. It's just protection.
Yes.
Okay, more bodies.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
though I might not look it, I'm quite skilled with a blade. And, Duke here, he can handle a weapon. And, he pulls back his like, duster, and you see like an SMG on his side. Look at that, baby. You know how many bullets a second that thing?
No, don't tell me, please.
Oh, it's like a ton.
At least 6.
Absolutely.
Miss Diana, may I ask you a question?
But of course.
What's your business in Megaton?
I'm just, looking for an old friend, and I hear she's around those parts.
How do I see if she's lying?
You can do an awareness check.
Good. Cool. Got a 4.
She seems like she's just kind of a little bit like... She doesn't seem like she's lying, she just seems to be, like, kind of uppity.
Alright.
Alright, madam.
Maybe exaggerating, but you wouldn't say that she's lying.
Alright.
We're ready to move out, if you're ready to move out as well.
Oh, lead the way. And honestly, we're not looking for money, we're just looking for, you know, strength in numbers and all that jazz. You dig?
Hey guys, can I get a sidebar?
Certainly.
I want to
Certainly.
take like 30, 40 feet away.
Excuse me, madam. The company that I carry, we need to just have a brief conversation.
Mhm.
We need these people to travel with us for safety numbers only. I do not think we should sleep around them. I do not think we should let our guard down at any second.
You feel a tug at your coat. And Ron Goulman, you turn over your shoulder and you see that that Jonathan is actually there.
Oh. Hello. What's up, John?
I couldn't help but notice that you were talking to the King and the Duke.
The who?
Those two. Around these parts, they're known as the King and the Duke. And I just wanted to let you know, most people they travel with don't come back.
They don't come back because they are dead, or they don't come back because they get to where they need to be?
I haven't tested it out myself. I just wanted to warn you. Be vigilant.
Can I add a game quick?
Yeah, sure.
Diana,
Yes, Miss King.
referred to as the king,
Yes.
and when people leave with her, they don't come back.
Yes.
Okay. Kyle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome to my multiverse, motherfuckers. A boof. I'm sorry.
Wait, what? No, I'm talking about Princess Diana.
Oh no.
Oh.
What the fuck are you guys thinking of?
That's what I was thinking of. Princess Diana.
right? That's what I was
a
thinking
little noir.
You don't recall Diana King?
of.
Please,
Oh, the thing I
Mr.
helped
Dixon.
write? Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, continue. Sorry.
I just want to impart that knowledge. You know, a kindness.
Thank you, John.
I'm gonna shake his hand.
And he gives you a good old handshake.
I'm gonna do it with like, you know, when someone like grabs their hand with the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that.
Like a thankful handshake.
Like I haven't seen your dad in a while.
Yeah, I know the one. I know the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, and he returns to behind the bar. So you
Was
guys,
I
you still on
there for that
sidebar.
interaction?
Oh yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, you were there. He joined your sidebar.
Mr. Goulman, perhaps we shouldn't bring these two along if they could be trouble.
I agree, but also think about the story we could tell.
Plus, I think if we turn them down, they might still follow us.
Valid.
I think we should keep an eye on them. Keep them up front of the caravan. And else in the back?
You know, keep your friends close and enemies closer, right?
Wait, she's with us now at this
That's
point?
Priscilla.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck it, let's do it. Anybody seen the mutant?
He got off the caravan a while ago.
He didn't show up. I thought maybe he would show up a little later, but if not, it's cool.
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe next episode.
Haha. All right, let's mosey then. Let's get on.
So, what'll it be? Will we be joining you on your travels?
Yeah, you will. But you're gonna pay us.
Excuse me?
This is the way I see it. We gotta get to Megaton. You gotta get to Megaton. We have 4. You have 2.
She kind of like...
You're gonna pay us for protection.
She kind of furrows her brow.
Can I throw a barter in that?
Yeah, I say you could throw a barter in there.
Declan, I DM'd you something.
Oh, thank you for sliding into DM, Kyle. Yeah, just let me know, because I have my phone on silent.
Yeah.
I got a 17 on that barter.
Oh, yeah. And she says, you put up a hard bargain. I was really hoping for more of a, you shake my hand, I'll shake yours. But,
You know that's not how the world works, madam.
you called my bluff. Alright. How about 30 caps a day? Is that fair?
Well, I'm trying to run a business here. You might have to swing a little more. I got fed. I gotta make sure that my guys are paid for the day. They're compensated accordingly. And if we get into some sort of a hazardous situation, I'm going to have to give them hazard pay. So how about we call it
Hazard pay?
40?
The entire wasteland's a hazard. That's just a grift.
How about, because I think you got real pretty eyes, I'll lower my price to 40 caps a day.
She clicks her tongue. I guess that's the best I'm gonna do.
Beautiful.
Then I shake her hand.
Okay. She shakes it with some gusto.
Okay.
Yeah. And with that scene change, I'm gonna go refill my water. Please enjoy
Good
this
idea.
intermission. So, welcome back from the break, guys. Before we continue with our story, I want to pull back the curtain and kind of like show the cast here. Would you guys?
You should go first.
Oh, I'll go first. Yeah.
Being the DM.
I'm your overseer, Declan. I am one of the co-hosts of Atomic Radio Hour, and I am here to weave this beautiful tapestry of a story for you to all enjoy at home. I like long walks on the beach, drinking water, and making games that I will never finish. And I'm going to pass the torch to our first player. It's going to be the one, the only special guest, Kyle.
Hello. Yes. Special guest Kyle here. Yeah, I'm playing Dr. Simon. You might have heard some of him on some holotapes on the podcast.
Any other fun facts about yourself? We're doing like real icebreaker level stuff right here.
Ooh, well, it's not special guest Kyle. It's Cool Uncle Kyle now, right?
Oh yeah, now it's Cool Uncle Kyle. We're season two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you answer to both?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to remind us next time you're on the show to call you Cool Uncle
Do
Kyle.
I have to remind that? Yes.
Cool Uncle Kyle, special guest Kyle.
Yeah. But if you use just Kyle, you get stabbed in the throat. That's not the rules. We didn't
You
make
can't use
them.
my
That's
last
just how
name.
it goes. Yeah.
What's that, Kyle?
You can't use my last name.
Isn't it Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like when people like in articles like reference like an author like, oh, Simmons meant this. Like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that shit.
Really?
I don't know. It just feels so impersonal.
You know what I can't stand?
What?
When people say like Nintendo 3DS, just say a 3DS.
Yeah. Like we know the only people that ever made a GameCube, like it's
Yeah.
Nintendo. We know. But next up is our next star of the show. We have Gabriel, played by the wonderful Chris.
Oh, hi guys. I'm Chris. I've been friends with these guys for way too long. Um, I too like long walks on the beach. I'm a musician, an actor, uh, starving artist. Except not really starving. I actually have gained like 30 pounds.
Yeah, good for
Um,
you, dude.
yeah, no, thanks. I used to be a twig, and now I'm like 147, which I used to be like 110, 115.
Man, you're
That's
really
what.
moving up to the medium weight.
I remember what being
Yeah, I
nine was
know.
like.
Oh, and lastly, for the sake of Vince and the rest of the world, I know exactly what I did.
Oh, I have it on. I have it recorded.
It's recorded for posterity.
Oh,
Chris knows what he did.
beautiful. Chris knows what he did. I was
That,
gonna
this is
ask
better
you,
than
you didn't say
Christmas.
anything. Yeah.
I do indeed. And I'm sorry about that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Thanks
I
for
appreciate
thanks for
you.
coming on the record. This is 2020. The last of our stars today is the wonderful, illustrious Ron Goulman, played by your podcast host, Vince.
Hello, I'm Vince. If you're listening to this or watching this, you most likely listen to my podcast, Atomic Radio Hour, the show that has another religionist post-apocalyptia. I just fucking love Fallout, and we love D&D, and we put them together, and we made this, and we like beta tested this for like 3-4 years, and I said, why not make it into a thing that we can share with other people? So here we are. I hope you enjoy it. I certainly do. This is one character that I've played before, and it's a character that I can very easily get invested into the RP of it. I can kind of put myself into the mindset of who this character is, his ideals, his mindset, where he sees himself, and what his goal is, and how he has to use his set of skills and the people around around him set of skills, and kind of achieve a goal that is homogenous to everyone else's ideas. Yeah, it's good to be using this voice again.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably chugging water, but by like episode 3, you're gonna have it back.
Oh yeah,
Like when we were testing this back in the day, we would play like for 6 to 7 hours a row every week.
yeah.
So there came a
Multiple times
point.
week.
One of my favorite stories is Vince was working at a job at one point where he was alone a lot of the time, and he said, "Guys, I started to think in Ron Goulman's voice."
Yeah, yeah. I was like, the milk needs to be sorted. Oh my god.
Well, I'm glad we kind of got that squared away. You know, are well acquainted with our stars for the show. There could be more people joining, other friends of the show, and other people that have supported the show. So keep your ears peeled.
Yes.
I don't recommend physically peeling them, more metaphorically.
I just want to address that real quick, Declan.
Yes.
So we have the Atomic Radio Hour podcast. We also have a Patreon that goes with it. Shameless plug in the middle of my own show, our own show. If you are in the $10 tier for Patreon, it enters you into a raffle that you can play with us for an episode. You'll be a guest on the episode. There'll be a link to it in the description. You can check it out if you like. This show, Atomic Tabletop and Atomic Radio Hour, will be free. They will always be free. It will never be locked behind a paywall. If you like this and if you like the podcast, it's just more money to make sure the show can get better. We can buy better equipment, buy better software, buy better hardware, buy better mics, headphones, stuff that's going to just make the show better. It's not just so Declan can buy floral shirts and I can buy sneakers.
Man, I feel like I was just called the fuck out.
But that being said, if this is fun and you like this and you want to see it get bigger, you can throw $10 to us on Patreon, or even more than that, and you'll get entered into the raffle, and you'll have a chance to be able to play with us.
Yeah.
So thank you. Back to the game.
Back to the game. So, you leave the bazaar of Evergreen Mills.
How bizarre.
It was quite bizarre, actually.
You don't know that song?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
It sounds familiar, but
Okay.
you leave with Miss King and the Duke, Priscilla, and the lads, and you begin to head east according to Gabriel's directions. I'm gonna pull up a map and illustrate the kind of like, you know, like the dot like traveling like checker pattern things. I'm gonna try to do that to the best of my poor animating abilities.
Okay.
So Evergreen Mills is the X on the bottom left of this chart.
Okay.
Megaton is the one that's directly east.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 101 starts surprisingly south. I always forget that. So you begin to walk as a group. You, for the most part, as you're leaving Evergreen Mills, you don't see much except for a couple people that had come from the mills, some raiders, but no one that's really looking to pick a fight. They see where you're coming from and they kind of know the drill.
Okay.
You see a couple rad roaches and easily dispatch them.
Okay.
You get about halfway through the journey when you hear some boots on the ground, some scuffling around a rocky corner.
Can I grab the group real quick?
Yes. All seven people.
No, I want to grab Gabriel, I want to grab the good doctor, and I want to grab Priscilla.
Sure.
Guys, if anything happens, let me take control. And when I say the code word, that's when shit hits the fan.
Wait, what's the code word?
The code word is chrysanthemum.
How eloquent.
What is a chrysanthemum?
We can talk about that later. I'll be more than happy to tell you.
Okay.
I just, if shit hits the fan, that's the word you're looking out for. I don't care if they insult your mother. You don't bat an eye until you hear that 4-syllable word come out of my mouth.
Hey, what's a fan?
Hold on. Would you not know what a fan is?
You would know what a fan is.
It's like the
Maybe.
number one thing to collect in Fallout 4 is fans.
Yes. But I wasn't out there.
What do you mean you weren't out there?
Continue.
I feel like Stein would have the basic idea of what a fan is.
I know, I'm just messing with him.
Thank you. Thank you for knowing things.
I wanted to see if he knew what it was. Continue on.
No, I'm done.
Oh.
Yeah, just...
Are you slowpokes coming or what?
Oh, madam, just a moment. We, having a little company meeting.
Company meeting? That sounds interesting, and she begins to approach with the Duke. So, what are we all huddling about?
Nothing. I was just making sure that my men have eaten for the day.
Oh, how many days have we been traveling for?
You traveled for one full day, and you're on your second day.
So I'm 40 caps richer, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Or at least the group is. I assume you're the banker.
I'm gonna dole it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on to it right now. I'm gonna write a little note that
Yeah. It's still in limbo. You know, you need to cash the check.
Oh, money. Yeah, you gotta give me 2 days to get the check.
Yeah.
Just make sure my guys have eaten. Make sure they're taken care of.
How benevolent. Well, we still have another, half day to go, so might as well keep on trudging. And, you hear these, the shuffling has mostly stopped.
Already? Let's keep moving then.
So you, round the corner. You round the corner of the rock. That's, kind of in this little, outcropping. And you see that there is a group of raiders all pointing guns. They're all trained at you.
How many?
Give me an awareness check.
Gosh damn it. Hold on. I'm not very good at that.
Can I do it too?
Sure.
Ooh.
Oof.
Not natural though. That's a good
Yeah.
thing.
You expected this, but there's just like too many for you to just kind of like count in the moment. You're more
How
of
many
like
too many?
you're more of evaluating a way out as opposed to what the threat is. I would say you're preoccupied.
I got 11 plus 1.
All right.
I got a 2.
Nice. So Dr. Steinman, you're kind of preoccupied. You're with Ron Goulman, trying to figure out a way out. Gabriel, you eye up the crowd, and you see that the guns are pointed at you, at Miss King and the Duke, and there are like 8 readers here.
8 what?
8 raiders.
Okay.
And they say, drop all your caps, all your valuables, guns, weapons, clothes. I don't give a shit what it is. You drop it. And you hear like all of them kind of like begin to like they kind of circle around like a pack of lions. Nothing. No one.
Oh, no, sorry, hold on. I was thinking. I'm gonna put my hands up in the air.
Okay.
Fellas. This is all but a misunderstanding of sorts.
Please don't shoot me. I've got so much to live for.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to keep it down.
Listen, lady, shut your damn mouth.
Fellas. Sir,
To the guy who's in charge.
sir, what is your name?
I'm Sawtooth.
Sawtooth. Is that a family name?
Of course it's a family name. What else would it be? And he grabs Miss King.
I see.
Oh, lordy.
That's not good.
He points a gun at her head.
I wouldn't do
Say
that.
one more word and this woman fucking dies. Very good. See, we're making the demands around here. Drop all your shit. I don't see much moving.
I don't have any shit to drop.
Got a fancy suit, don't you?
Whoa, what are you getting at there, pal?
Saying drop trout.
That's you. You know it's not about to happen. You know that, right?
And you know that this bullet is not about to stay in this gun.
Okay.
And she's squirming there. You can see that she's stressed, as one would be with a gun pointed to their head.
Can I just take a look at Miss King? Like, is it like oh stress, or is it like oh acting stress?
Do an awareness check, actually.
Sawtooth.
17.
Hold on, Mr. Goulman.
Sawtooth's just like, wait a second.
just hold up, please. Kyle, Dr. Steinman, you look forward and you see that though she is restrained, she has easy access to her to the knife on her side, and she could very well have drawn it and stabbed her assailant. And the Duke like instantly put his gun on the ground and hands up, like didn't even put up a fight.
Interesting.
Yes. Mr. Goulman, continue.
I don't presume you really know you're messing with, do you?
I think
I would presume that
I'm
they
messing
don't,
with some
Mr.
rot skull nobody that likes to play dress up.
Hold on? Did I already tell him what my name is?
I don't know.
I don't
I
think
don't
you
think
did.
so.
I don't think so.
I don't think he knows who he's messing with right now.
Sir, Mr. Sawtooth, my name is Nith.
Excuse me?
Nith Tantapots.
Is that a family name?
It is a family name. I don't think you really understand who you're messing with. I am the great cousin, twice removed 3 times, on the wife's side of the Maxon lineage.
Am I supposed to know who that is?
Do you know who the Brotherhood of Steel is?
The big guys with the big guns.
Big guns, the big armor, and the
Mm-hmm.
sky spirits that they fly around in.
Man, I want one of those.
You want one?
Who would?
I could get you a ride.
We can rule death from above.
I could get you a ride in one. I could see if maybe we could work something out. Maybe give you a ride in it. Maybe you can work with them, save up the money, buy yourself.
So, Dress Up Boy has some words to pack. Tell me this.
I'm unpacking them.
Tell me this. How would you be able to get me my flying machine?
I just told you. I'm a direct lineage of the Maxim. I walk into any Brotherhood base, and I just say, it's me, Nith. And they go, oh, Nith. I know who Nith is. It's that guy. It's the fucking guy. They're going to let me in. I can get wherever I need to be in a vertibird in no time flat.
I need speech, please.
All right.
Just drop all of your weapons. I don't want to die.
What is my fucking speech?
+7.
18.
Oh, good. Whew. That's a spicy one. And he says, he kind of stifles for a second, as if he's dealing with some inner conflict.
Mm-hmm.
And says, that's a good offer. But, and suddenly he drops to the ground as Miss King grabs the knife and slashes his stomach open and says, poor Sawtooth. Just couldn't stay in line for 10 minutes. Guess the jig's up. So, I'm going to need all of you to actually drop all of your weapons now. We've got a lot of work to do. Duke, pick up your gun, come on. And he does, and trains it towards you, Mr. Ghoulman. We don't have all day. Just give us what we want, and you can leave alive.
I want to put my hand on Mr. Ghoulman's shoulder and step to the side of it to, like, his
Whoa,
side.
whoa. Did I say you can move? I didn't say... fellas, did I say that one can move? And all of them were like, no, not at all. You didn't say that.
Listen, Priscilla, is it right?
Sorry, I'm Miss King.
Miss King, whatever.
Yeah, Priscilla's on your team.
That's right, my bad. I was hoping I wouldn't have to disclose this until now, but I guess I will have to. Do you see these teeth? And I show her my teeth.
Look kind
They
of
used to
like
call-
sawtooths.
They had a name for me when I was a raider.
Oh
I
my!
was
I'm
actually-
boys. I'm getting the sob story. This is our third one this week. Continue, by all means.
Let me cut to the chase. Either you leave us alone and leave us to our travel, or not only will we kill you all, but I will personally eat your inner stomachs in front of your face while you are still alive.
Mm.
Can I yell something?
I have a feeling that I know what you're going to be yelling, but yes.
I've seen him do it too. It's a
This-
sight.
Is that so?
He's
I'd say that this is going to be a speech from Gabriel.
It's
Ron?
not an intimidation.
Oh yeah, that's an intimidation. Ron, you can roll a d20. If you get above a 10, it'll give a advantage.
Actually, I'm gonna dump 1 AP into this too. Can I do that?
Of
Or is
course.
it too late?
No, you can do that.
Okay. Dumping 1 AP.
What am I rolling? Just a flat 20?
Yeah, roll a d20. You can add your speech modifier if it's
I
above
can
a
add my speech mod.
yes.
+7.
What did you get?
14 + 7.
Yeah, so this grants advantage to your boy.
Oh, so,
Oh, it doesn't
So
do
I
that?
can-
That's lame.
so I can do it again?
Yes. I mean, you already got a 19, so
Well, hold on, but it could be you never know.
yeah, you never know.
Yeah, we'll go with the 19.
Yeah, of course. She says, not gonna lie, that's quite graphic. I'm gonna have, actually, yeah, all of you are going to point your guns at that one. And she says, "There's no way I'm getting near that shit." So she is intimidated, and all the guns are trained on you, Gabriel.
Mr. Ghoulman,
Yes, sir.
should I do it now? And I kind of look at Ron and like give like a nod. I turn my eyes red, and I change my voice to like a high pitch, and I start beeping, and I rip open my lab coat to reveal my ripped open torso of electronic parts,
He's a toaster.
and I start beeping.
Just like beep 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 beep.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that does take people by surprise. Toasters aren't common around these parts. You can roll something. I don't know what you're rolling. What are you trying to
you
roll?
had that fixed Stein. Again with this.
Is this a distraction?
Yes.
Cool.
Speech.
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, I just want to kind of cause a ruckus.
Yeah, I'm trying to make myself look like a bomb that's about to go off.
Stein, I'm gonna have you roll explosives. I'll have Ron roll speech.
Oh, son of a bitch.
9.
At the one.
All right. So she's like, Jesus fuck, Duke, just shoot it. And Duke's gonna shoot you. What's your AC?
8.
Yeah, you get super hit. It's just very nonchalantly.
As the shot goes off, I'm just gonna say it.
That is a 5 damage.
Oh shit.
Dr. Steinman. And all the raiders that have their guns trained are going to... Actually, we're going to do initiative, because shit's popping off.
It's 8:18.
When do you have to leave?
Like, technically 2 minutes.
So, how about this? 4 of the raiders grab you and start to... One punches you, knocks your lights out, and starts to drag you away. The other 4 are going to be left to fight against the remaining party. So,
Damn.
pulling the curtain aside, Chris has to leave early tonight.
Yeah, I work a night shift. Damn
So-
it, I can't do this for a living. That'd be something.
Hmm?
Too bad
Yeah.
I can't play D&D for a living.
Yeah, that's the dream.
Yeah, for real. Alright, guys, thanks for having me. I'm signing off for now. I'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
If,
Alright,
if,
see
my,
ya.
if my character's still alive, we'll see.
One of us will DM you with what happened.
Alright. See you guys later, bye-bye, good luck!
Thanks, Schuler. Why?
Venusaur! So 4 of the raiders drag off Gabriel, and the other 4 are cornering the remaining 3 of you, that is Ron, Dr. Steinman, and Priscilla. Miss King has her knife pointed towards the group, but kind of in a very dramatic fashion, and the Duke took a shot at Steinman's head and did 5 damage. Actually, that's not fair. He took a shot at your torso. Oh,
Did he
and
still do 5 damage?
yes, initiative,
Sorry.
please.
Alright. What's my initiative? Oh, it's +1.
One minus 2.
Wait, did you fail initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, wah, wah.
And my initiative is -2, so.
Ouch.
I
So
got
yeah, you just go
13.
dead goddamn last, Kyle. We're now in combat. First up is Ron.
How far is Miss King from me?
Miss King is a casual 20 feet.
I want to walk up to her with my hands still up. And just kind of walk up and be like,
Mrs. King, there seems to be a big misunderstanding. We all want to work together. We all want to achieve the same goals.
and I kind of want to walk up to her, that where she has her knife out, that I walk like into the knife.
And she acknowledges that you're putting yourself in harm's way.
Like I want it where I like, I'm going for an intimidation roll, and I'm going to use intimidation action.
Okay.
And I want it so like the knife is like pressed up against my chest.
Can you read off the intimidation action, please?
Advantage on intimidation checks. They cannot come within 30 feet of me. Attempt to flee. Can only use dash to flee and will not harm me. If I want to make them hurt or others, they have to pass a DC of 8 plus my charisma mod. So I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna do an intimidation roll.
Yeah.
D20 plus, what is it, a 5? Yeah, it's a 5. 23.
Ooh, that's good.
And then I'm also gonna roll the I'm gonna use my intimidation action, which it doesn't say how many times I get to use it per long rest.
I'm pretty sure this is one of those ones that's like capped at once a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if she wants to, she has to run away from me when I use it, or she has to roll to see if she's intimidated. I did roll a 23 on an intimidation.
Yeah, you totally passed that.
So yeah, but if she wants to get out of it, if she rolls to get out of it, whether she's hurt, like if someone hurts her, she could roll to get out of intimidation. She has to roll a 15, I believe.
Okay. She says, Mr. Gulman, I'm honestly impressed. I didn't think that you would be as brave as you are. Maybe even brazen. Now, you know, a world like this is kill or be killed. And I'm inclined to believe that you can murder with your words. And she's going to try to flee.
Before she does that, can I try one more thing?
Sure.
Before she goes to leave, I want to grab the knife in her hand, and I just want to go, drop it.
This is technically an attack of opportunity, so yeah, you could do that. This is going to be a...
I'm not attacking, I'm just, as she has the knife up to my chest, I want to grab the knife, not like the blade.
Yeah, this will be a finesse check to be able to do that.
Is that a skill?
Yes.
Oh, good, I got a +1 of that.
This is kind of like the equivalent to sleight of hand.
Okay. D20 +1. Hey, unnatural.
Wowza.
Nice.
Yeah, as she begins to try to slip away, you grab her wrist as she's trying to flee, and you pull her back a little bit, and you say,
"Drop the knife."
She kind of her face turns to a scowl. She opens her hand and gives you like a punch in the a elbow in the gut, and I'm sure that's enough for you to release her, and she begins to flee.
Okay.
But she does drop the knife on the ground.
Cool. How many are left?
There is the Duke with his semi, and he's got a semi. He's got his SMG. And there are 4 raiders with various weapons. Next up is Raider 1. He's going to take a slash at Steinman. He's going to roll a disadvantage because he's intimidated by the beeping. And there's no way that he hits. He just kind of does a half-ass swing at it because he doesn't want to accidentally explode you. And totally misses. Next one is going to try to take a pot shot from behind a rock. He lands a 17, and it is going to be against Priscilla. Priscilla takes the shot to the upper shoulder, and she screams, "Oh, fuck!" And she grabs from her side some fist wraps and just furiously is wrapping her fists, ready to fucking tango. It's just like blood is leaking from her shoulder. Next up is Mrs. King. She's booking it. She's gone. So, the Duke is going to try to finish off Steinman. But Steinman, you make some fancy footwork, and it totally just misses. Next up is Priscilla. She's going to punch the ever-loving shit out of a raider. And she lands a mean right hook.
Nice.
And that guy just fucking, he drops. She drops him in one
God
hit.
damn.
Yeah. I'm gonna cross that guy out. Last up is Raider number 4. And he is kind of late to the party, and he draws his weapon. Next up is Ron.
Are they all pretty much fixated on these two?
Yeah, no one, I mean, in the first round, nobody really tried to take shots at you, because they were all really focused on the about to explode man, and the one that they were ordered to capture.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to grab whoever's closest to me, and like,
that would be like probably Raider 2.
all right, get behind them and put the knife to the neck.
The neck?
Yeah, the neck. Like, put a
Good.
knife to the neck of the guy, and I'm like, everybody stop, or we're all about. Everybody stop, we're all about to fucking bathe in blood.
That'd be an intimidation check. I want you to,
Do I have to roll anything to grab him though?
oh yeah, please grapple, yeah. That
Could
is
I
like,
help him out? Could I help him out by beeping faster?
beep, 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 beep. I say that you're kind of providing that environmental cover.
Okay.
So
What does
that's going to be
grapple
factored
under?
into the DC. Grapple is a melee check.
Can I let you in on a little secret?
Isn't that like a -4?
Yep. It's a 10.
So you don't really get the knife to his neck, but you do get it to his back. A little less threatening, a little less dire of a circumstance, but
Where in his back? Like epidural level, or like?
like slightly lower than the right lung.
All right, so I could cause some damage,
You can cause some damage, but it's not like an execution like the neck would be.
and I'm gonna shout out, "Everybody, fucking stop, or we will bathe in blood."
Okay, yeah, roll that intimidation.
I'm still getting used to this. I have the urge to roll actual dice.
Yeah.
I keep doing intimidation as a +5. It should be a +7.
That's a
Ooh.
failure. This guy, he kind of sees through your threat. He knows you didn't really get a good grip on him, and he throws his elbow back and knocks you in the face. I'm gonna actually give you a choice. Do you want to take some damage, or do you want to drop the knife?
What kind of knife is it?
Seems like a nice knife. It's like probably stainless steel.
Like a chef's knife?
Yeah, like something that was probably gotten from, I'm sorry, my phone is doing a thing. Like one that was probably procured from like a fancy restaurant.
I'll take the damage.
Okay. You get a nice elbow to the face. And, fuck, that is 6 damage.
Wow.
Yeah. And you
Holy
hear
shit.
like,
Oh, wow.
you hear a crack in your like upper cheekbone. And it hurts like a motherfucker.
Shit, okay.
Yeah. Everyone else continues with their
Oh,
brawl.
god damn, I forgot I have Lady Killer.
Yeah, you gotta add that shit.
Shit, yeah.
Gotta start making some dude bosses.
Hmm.
Speaking of dude bosses, no, he's not up yet. We have a raider. He's going to take a shot at Priscilla. Misses, just like straight up, just does so incredibly shitty. The next raider is the one that elbowed you in the face, Ron. He's going to take his machete and try to spin around and finish you off, more or less.
Holy shit! What an asshole.
Yeah. What's your AC?
40.
Did you say 40?
Yeah, it's 11.
11? He makes the hit. And he does 2 damage as he kind of skimps on the hit.
Oh, beautiful.
Next up, Diana is outie. The Duke.
I got a question. I
Yes.
don't think I had a turn.
Kyle, I have a
Kyle?
question. Give me my fucking turn.
Kyle, I forgot to write you down. What was your roll for that? I'm sorry, buddy.
1 minus 2. So I was last.
Well, that's why he skipped your turn, Kyle.
Okay.
Because you got a 1.
Yeah, sorry, Kyle, I completely forgot. I'm gonna write just I wrote down 0. You can... I'll say that your first, like, turn, quote-unquote, was your beeping, your intervention. This upcoming round, you'll have an actual turn.
Okay.
The Duke is going to continue to fire his SMG at you, Dr. Steinman. Damn, and he's just not doing fucking good, actually. And he's going to miss again.
Nice.
Next up is Priscilla. She's going ham. She's going to try to rush at the Duke. And she swings and she misses. The last one is a Raider. He's going to try to rush Steinman. He will hit, and he's going to get a slash on you, Dr. Steinman, for 3 damage.
Okay.
And it is your turn.
It's my turn?
Yep.
I'm going to fire my plasma pistol at Duke.
Cool. Yeah, give me that attack roll. Or that's an energy weapons roll in this game. Remember, you don't add proficiency unless you have, like, it would have already been factored in. That's one thing I changed majorly from D&D.
Wait,
So it's just my skill, or
Yeah, you only add your skill modifier.
because
Not
I already
your
had,
prof?
yeah.
not your prof?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
At the 15.
Yeah.
Nice,
you
Kyle.
you laid a good hit. You hit him like right in the middle of the sternum. You just see it kind of bubble and ooze as it kind of destroys part of his coat.
Ooh. At the 6 points of damage.
Whoo, baby. Yeah, it just kind of like oozes and starts to melt away his coat, and you see that it's kind of giving him a chemical burn under, and he screams out, and he loses composure of his firing for the next turn.
Wait, question.
Okay.
Yo.
You don't add anything to your attack rolls, it's just the attack dice?
You would roll a d20, then plus the skill that is assigned to it. So, for example, if you had brass knuckles, you would just add unarmed.
So, Kyle, you rolled 6 damage, but what did you roll?
I am proficient in energy weapons. So my
So-
skill is a 7.
His skill is bubbled in, so he had the prof already built in.
Oh, so you rolled a 6 plus a 7.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Continue. I apologize.
Oh, no problem.
For my bonus action, can I loudly go boom to scare the raiders in front of me for dropping their weapons?
Yeah, please do an intimidation. That's very funny.
Hey, Declan, while he's rolling.
7.
I'm gonna say that it was ineffective on 2 of them, but one kind of stumbles back.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Next up is Ron.
How many are left?
There are 2. No, there are not. There's the Duke and 3 Raiders. One that is standing over you is probably the most immediate threat.
Oh, he's standing over me?
Yeah.
I was knocked prone?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have stated that. in which case you are not prone because technicalities. But the one that was directly in combat with you is what I'm talking about.
I want to use not the skill intimidation. I want to intimidate him to try to get him to run as well.
Just like a regular roll.
Like an intimidation roll.
Yeah.
Not the skill intimidation.
Yeah.
Why don't you run on home, little boy?
Yeah. Do give me a roll, please.
Ooh, hot damn.
Hot damn is right, Kyle. He just looks at you, and he can tell that there's just malice in your voice, and you are not putting up with his shit today. He drops his machete, turntails, and he's out.
Can I pick the machete up?
If you wish.
It is now in my possession.
Cool.
Is that all I can do? I assume that's all I can do.
I mean, there's still bonus action or movement.
Is there a guy who's? I wanna get as close to Stein as I can.
What was that?
I want to get as close to the good doctor as I can.
Sure. Yeah, you shuffle over. You could easily kind of get to his side.
Whoa! What the fuck?
What?
Really? I'm playing a ghoul and you want to say you can shuffle over?
Listen, you were just stabbed. You're not sprinting.
Well, you don't use shuffle.
What about shimmy?
That's better than shuffle. That's a derogatory term.
For your people?
For ghouls.
Alright.
Come on.
You shimmy over.
You're better than that.
You shimmy over.
Thank you.
And you are side by side with your right-hand man.
High five. Alright, we don't... Oh, I didn't think you were gonna do it.
I'll just put a sound bite of a really crappy one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good then.
Cool. Next up is the raider that is fighting Priscilla. He gonna do that. He's gonna do that badly, and he misses. Diana's out of the picture for this one. The Duke is going to try to get the plasma off him before it starts to give him more of a chemical burn. He's going to try some medicine on himself, some combat first aid. But as he's brushing himself off, he's burning his hands.
Yeah, he is.
Next up is Priscilla. Though she missed the first one, she's going to go in for another one. That one will do it. She goes and she just pops him in the nose and he falls right backward.
Nice.
He just falls on his ass. The next person... Oh, that was Priscilla. One of the raiders sees what just happened to the Duke and tries to run to his aid. And he's going to try to fix the wound.
Are any of the raiders by me? Because I know they came up to slash me.
Yeah, there's one that's still by you.
Okay.
He's going to try to tend to the wounds. But he's generally ineffective. Next up, SGK.
I'm going to shoot at the one that's trying to heal up Duke.
Yeah, go for it.
9.
No dice. You try to take a shot, but Priscilla's kind of close by, so you're a little bit weary on your aim, and you do end up missing.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way to Ron.
Oh, you're right next to each other.
Okay.
You high five, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Was it not good for you, Kyle?
I don't know. Not the end of my turn.
Didn't even go sunning. Next up is Ron.
I want to inspire Stein. I want to, while I'm standing next to him, I kind of want to put my arm around and be like,
You're a good man, one hell of a doctor, and a great friend.
Oh, thank you.
And with the power of friendship, you feel inspired.
So that's a D6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have that in the bank for when you need it.
Okay.
That's my action, right?
Yes.
I really can't do much else.
I mean, there's infinite things you can do. It's just
No,
what's
I know, but I'm
within
trying,
character.
like,
Yeah.
I don't think, like, as my character, I'm trying to, put myself in the mind of Ron. I don't think I could do much more. Who's left? It's Duke.
There's the Duke who is downed, prone, burning.
Okay.
There is a raider that's by his side, trying to
Okay.
patch him up, and there is one raider that's kind of close to Steinman.
So he's prone.
Who's prone?
Duke.
Yes.
Can I just walk up to him and chop him in the face with his machete? I don't know how you rule it, but I mean, doesn't rule say if an enemy is prone?
You would have advantage on the attack. Yeah.
So can I do that?
Yeah, of course. So yeah, roll with advantage.
So that's plus a melee attack?
Yeah, this would be a melee attack.
Alrighty.
You can roll. You could do roll 2d20, and it'll give both of them.
Cool.
17 for the high, but that's a 4 for
Minus
melee.
4.
So-
He's prone. You pretty easily get up there. You point the machete at him, and he looks up at you and says, "You took out the Duke. You'll never get close to the king and queen."
Well, I really wish I would have studied Shakespeare so I'd have something cool to say.
And then I want to just fucking chop his head off.
Yeah, you roll a d6, but I'm going to assume that this executes him.
You hear from the back. You should have said checkmate.
Damn it! As you bring your hand down to execute him, the raider puts his hand up and you chop through that raider's arm. You sever it.
I see.
There is one piece of damage that goes through to your boy. As you slash him kind of from like eye to nose.
Oh, fuck. I fucked his face up?
Yeah.
In
Real-
the Duke?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You fucked his face up real bad. And
Eye
also
to
you just
nose?
took a raider's hand off.
Shit, I want that hand.
You want that hand?
Yeah.
I mean, I would hand it to you, but
Alright.
next up
I
is
didn't say checkmate. I would have looked like an idiot if it didn't kill him and said that.
Well, that's why he rolled bad. He didn't get it.
Yeah, you're right.
He didn't say it.
yeah, there wasn't enough theater of the mind. It just magically photoshops the values to be better. Next up is the raider that's kind of close to Steinman. He's not looking so hot. Priscilla kind of beat his ass earlier. He's gonna try to shoot you, Steinman. Gonna try to get
Okay.
up real close to you. What's your AC?
8.
Yeah, he's
Your
gonna,
season 8?
Yeah, I have lab coat. That's it.
Oh my god.
he's going to get up on you, and he's going to do 2 damage.
Okay.
So it goes kind of right through like your middle section. It doesn't
I
hit
beep
any core
faster.
components.
I start beeping faster.
Beep, 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 beep. It's just getting very angry, the beeping. That brings us to the Duke. He like looks up like he's at this point you slash him in the face, he's just totally gone unconscious. So he can't take his turn. Priscilla, she kind of looks over her shoulder and says, "Do you want to do the honors?"
To who?
The Duke. Or do I end his life right now?
No, who is she saying this to?
To you.
Oh, if you want to do the honors, just don't fuck up his face more than I already did. Please.
That's where I like punching them.
I know.
So she actually stands up and stomps him
Like in the face?
in the face, caves his skull in. And the raider that was by his side is kind of like just sitting there, like he's kind of like falling back on his ass and like has his arms behind him as he's trying to crab crawl away out of like just shock and terror. And she looks over at him and says, "You're next." that brings us to that raider. He's trying to fuck right off because he only has one hand. So crab crawling's not that efficient. He's going to try to stand up, and it's going to take all of his movement to do so. He tries to reach for the weapon that kind of fell to the ground, and he picks it up, but he doesn't have enough, like, actual physical ability to be able to use it this turn. Next up is SGK.
All right, I'm gonna hit the raider in front of me.
Cool. How are you going to hit him?
Plasma pistol.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
13.
Yeah, you hit him, and it just, you dissolve him into a puddle.
I just gently step over him, and I make my way to Ron and them.
In my mind, that looked so elegant and, like, theatrical. I just want to let you know.
Like, you just see his back, and he just piles of goo, and just me with the pistol, and I just go forward.
It's like, normal day, same shit as always.
Guys, great job. Priscilla, I'm a little upset.
Upset at what?
You
We should have kept them
smashed
alive.
his face in.
They did take one of our friends.
Yeah, I know. We could have kept the one alive and found out where they took him. But
I mean, one arm is still alive, and he's
we all just look at him. We turn around.
As he was trying to pick up his gun, he stumbled and fell on the ground.
Wait, who? Oh, there's still the one with the arm?
Yeah, one arm is still alive.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I grab.
get him here.
I grab Duke's weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I go over to the one with the one arm. I shoot his weapon in the ground, and then I cauterize his arm with the weapon.
Oh, shit.
That's some metal shit, Kyle.
Damn, Kyle.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
is that a check?
I'm not sure. It's just kind of badass, and kind of like I'm rule of cooling this one. I'm not sure if, like, does the barrel of a gun get that hot? If not, you'll use some plasma or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that. You completely contain the bleeding. Because rule of cool, you pass your medicine check.
Rules of cool.
Rule of cool.
Rule of cool is rule of
Cool
law.
Uncle Kyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's cool Uncle Kyle.
All right, he's alive, but I
He's-
wanted the Duke's head. I literally wanted the Duke's head.
Oh
Because
shit! Why didn't you say so?
I said don't hit him in the face. I said don't fuck his face up anymore.
Oh, I thought you. I'm sorry.
No, because we could have walked in there. I could have walked in there with a head and been like, "Give me back, Gabe."
I mean, you have an arm as a consolation prize.
Yeah, but that could be anybody's arm.
Yeah,
Did-
you're
did-
right. This is my
did he
bad.
say-
My bad, dude.
Did he say king and queen? So I'm assuming there's another.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. But I don't know.
Sorry, I kind of like buttoned my shirt back up in my lab coat. Apologies that didn't work out.
No, it worked out. I mean, we're all alive, right?
True.
I don't know about
I
Gabe,
wanted
but-
to scare them off.
Yeah, and
One arm passes out from trauma. He's not dead. He's just passed out.
He'll be fine.
I'm gonna,
do you want the machete, my friend?
Sure, I'll take it.
Kyle, can I please paint a word picture?
Yes.
Steinman, well, Ron, you had it in your hand. Ron extends it out to Steinman. Steinman grabs the handle, flicks it off like anime style, and then like wipes it off on the inside of his coat.
Ooh.
nice.
I just really needed that to happen. I needed that to be out there in the world.
Can I pick up that knife?
The cutlery, like the nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful, like the craftsmanship. It is obviously handmade, and it's got to be some of the nicest steel work you've ever seen.
Beautiful. I want to hang on to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. If some of them have like leather armor on at all, I'm gonna start taking that off and
Yeah.
putting it on.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
want to see how much money they all have on them.
Can I have a looting check from each of you?
Sure, I have a +2 to that.
Oh, neat.
I got a 5.
Seen better days.
I got 2 20s this
Ooh,
game.
I
I'm
got
not
11.
upset. Nice.
I'm gonna say. Please hold. Could do some rolling for you. You guys find 32 caps in total.
Do we gotta
Uh,
split it?
you can. I don't care what you do with it.
I'll let you have it, Ron.
You don't want any? You don't want any?
We could split them out when we get our party back.
You
All right,
also.
so I owe you guys 40, and then I owe you another 32 we can split. So I owe you a total of 72.
Okay.
In terms of physical stuff, Steinman, you find some good shoulder pads. You also got the machete, and the SMG is good, but there's no ammo left for it. You kind of you burnt the last of it on destroying the one-armed gun.
I'll still take it.
Yeah. You guys have defeated my raider puzzle.
Nice.
And by that I mean you just did combat, but
Yeah.
When we run into it and she got grabbed, I was like, I knew it. I'm like, it is a whole trap. I knew it.
And with the end of this combat, I think it is time that we close the book on this chapter.
No.
No?
No, yeah, do it.
Yeah. I'd like to thank everyone for listening today. We had a blast recording it, I'm sure. You need to tune in next time if you want to hear what happens to Miss King, to what happens to Gabriel, and who is the queen. Catch you guys next time.
See you later. Bye.
See ya.
All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for listening. Remember to follow the show. Of course, I'm talking about Atomic Radio Hour. It is the show that dives into the wreckage that is post-apocalyptia. We release every Saturday. We also have some intermediate videos that come out throughout the week. Your support really means a lot. Of course, like word of mouth is the best way to get the word out about projects like this. We have plenty of things in terms of social media. We've got Twitters, we've got Instagram, Twitch exists. All of that can be found in the description below. There's also going to be a link to our Patreon. If you want to support the show and even have a chance to be a part of this this program of ours, consider donating. We appreciate it. All of our content is always going to be free. Just if you want to see our show grow bigger and better, just hop on over and see what we have to offer. Last but not least, we do have the merch store. It is on Redbubble. You can go check out some really cool stickers of some really funny moments from our show. We've got I went to public school. We've got a baby named Frank. We've got logos. You can get that stuff on a clock, on like a bath mat or something, or a shirt if you're lame. Check all that stuff out, guys. Everything is always going back into the show. Any closing thoughts, fellas?
Spay and neuter your animals.
Be cool. Stay frosty.
Thanks, cool Uncle Kyle. Very cool. See you on the flip side, guys.
See you later, bye.
Yep.
Atomic Radio Hour Podcast.